Oh yeah, God will be pro-choice. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Superior, and thank you for watching Superior Thinking, where we are committed to an intellectual integrity and a moral honesty. And today we gotta be extremely moral, just genuine today when we're talking about abortion. I mean, this has to be one of the most difficult conversations to have with people because one is definitely emotions that are tied to this, and that plays on both sides, and we're going to talk about both sides, and I'm going to explain to you my position. And I truly honestly believe, being a Christian, being someone who actually read their Bible front to back to front, I mean, I've had conversations with the best of them, and I believe in my heart that God would be pro-choice. So we're going to get into this discussion today. And first, I would say I am pro-choice and pro-life. Now, let me explain, because being pro-choice, being an American, being someone who loves this country and not just the good things that it provides for me. I'm talking about every ounce of this history. I understand what my ancestors fought for. So I love this country. I love its democracy, or at least its potential. You know what I'm saying? When the potential of this country, I love it. And one thing I definitely take seriously is freedom. The freedom to choose, the freedom to be who you want to be. If you want to be an asshole, well, guess what? It might have consequences with that, but you get to be an asshole. And if someone wants to have an abortion, if a woman wants to have an abortion, that should be her choice as an American. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Just like all you people who love your guns, if the government and people in Congress were trying to take your guns, you would be literally up in arms in the streets. You know what I'm saying? If they were trying to take away your freedom of speech, you would be speaking out against that. I don't understand why everyone all of a sudden want to take away people's choice. But if it was, on the other hand, you don't want your freedoms being taken away, do you not understand that? The hypocrisy in that. You can't be trying to actively take away someone's choice while screaming the government is taking our freedoms. You know what I'm saying? And Christians, one thing I don't understand is, how are you going to vote for someone who wants to take away someone's choice? And it's literally your job as a Christian to go out there and educate and to teach people to love themselves, to love that baby inside of them. But you think the best way to do that is to forcefully do that. Did someone forcefully make you a Christian, or did you choose to be? You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. If you are not able to have a conversation with someone and possibly convince them that they shouldn't have an abortion, then maybe it's your fault. Maybe you are unequipped to handle those kind of situations. But the answer isn't to just try to forcefully have someone believe what you believe. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that. But honestly, if we're all honest about the situation, a lot of the times people or women who want to have abortions is really because they're not ready. They're not financially ready. They don't have a home. They don't have a well-paying job. They just don't feel ready. And sometimes that is society's fault. That is our fault, because we don't allow people to have a livable wage. So when a couple do end up pregnant, they don't feel like they're burdened with just a whole bunch of debt. They're only making $8, $9, $10 an hour. That's not enough money to take care of themselves. So why would they bring a child into this world and they can't provide for it? And then you might be saying, hey, we'll get on food stamps, get on government subsidies, and get on government assistance. But at the same time, people talk about these people in a negative way. Like these people are leeching off the government. They don't want to work. They're unmotivated. They're lazy. But at the same time, you want these same people to go to the government for assistance. And on the flip side, you're voting for people who want to take money out of government when it comes to assisting people who need help. That doesn't make sense to me. If people don't feel like they're ready to have kids and you tell them that the government is there to take care of situations that you may not be able to do at that time, but yet you're trying to take money out of it, that doesn't make sense to me. And one thing I really don't understand is people who claim to be pro-life, who claim to care about the child in some random person's stomach, love that person, but yet at the same time don't care about, for example, refugees when they come from their broken countries and they're running for their lives and they come to America. How do you treat them? You treat them like they're gonna dirty up your country. You treat them like they're all a bunch of rapists and killers and drug dealers, and they just want to rape all your women. Like, but you're treating these people like garbage, but yet you care about some random person's child in their stomach. The hypocrisy must stop. Or what about all the homeless people in everybody's state, not just in California? It's in everybody's state. How can you claim that you love some random person's baby that's in their stomach that you never met, but yet you treat the poor like garbage? And you're supposed to be Christian? Really? That doesn't make sense. Like I said, the hypocrisy must stop. How can you say that you're pro-life if you don't want gun reform? Now, I know this is a sensitive topic, but just listen real quick. How do you not care that guns are somehow getting into the hands of other kids, killing other kids, but you claim that you love life? Do you understand how stupid that sounds? You don't care how guns get into these people's hands, into these young kids, 15 years old. That's a baby. You know what I'm saying? These babies are killing other babies, and you don't think that gun reform is important, but you claim to be pro-life. The hypocrisy has to stop. So like I said, and like I'm going to continue to say, God gave you, listening to this video right now, free choice to either love, to hate, to do right, to do wrong. So as God's children, you must also give people the freedom of choice.